Hello, everybody. My name is Harold Games, and welcome back to my NCAA Basketball Imperialism Series for part 15. Yes, 15 parts, 1 hour parts of Imperialism, and we are still going to have a lot more because look at how many teams are still in the East area, and how many teams that have yet to attack. I mean, you got Bowling Green, I believe Michigan State and Michigan and Central Michigan have not attacked yet. The western the western part of the United States past the Mississippi pretty much is taking place. A lot of powerhouses, including Oklahoma. Oral Roberts is in not so good land. But yeah, real quick before I get this episode started, before I shout out NattyKash. I read a couple comments saying shouldn't the home team be the defending team? And technically yes. NattyKash has it that way, but I want to change it up a bit so that way I'm not exactly copying his style. Not only that, I feel like it would be pretty interesting to see what happens. It doesn't really make much of a difference. Home court advantage, it doesn't make too much of a difference, that I believe. But this is just my way of doing things. And speaking of NattyKash, here is his YouTube channel. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel out down in the description of every single one of these videos. And check out his Imperialism series. I believe he has uploaded another one. Yes, he has 6 uploads right now. He's doing really good on his videos, and he should continue to do well. He is having a nice start to his YouTube channel because, I mean, if you look 1 year ago and then look at this, look at what he's doing, 22,000 views. So yeah, make sure you check out his stuff, and also thank you guys for subscribing to me. I noticed I'm starting to get a decent following a little bit. I just want to thank you guys for subscribing to me and watching my videos. I enjoy reading comments. I enjoy reading who you want to win. I enjoy some criticism in terms of me not knowing the logos or locations of teams. But yeah, so let's get right into this. If you guys don't know what imperialism is, make sure you check out my previous videos, specifically the first part, or check out NattyKash's videos so you understand exactly what imperialism is like. But here we go. We are getting started. UNC Wilmington Seahawks. Now, if I believe that is the biggest team in where is that? There's somewhere. I believe that is the biggest team that we have on the map. I just want to make sure that Wilmington. Oh my gosh. Wilmington. Okay, well, it's not going to give us a search result, but I'm pretty sure that is the team that we have. I don't know why they're not on, why I can't see them. North Carolina, Wilmington. This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassing start to the episode. I all I want to do is confirm / deny that is Wilmington. The Seahawks team is UNC Wilmington. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna look this up and ignore the backgrounds, whatever the ground here. UNC Wilmington basketball. Yeah. Okay, so that is their logo right here. I don't know why you couldn't find them on the map. That is a bad start if I can't find them immediately. Yeah, I don't know why I can't find them. Of course, my idiotic. Oh, they're right here. Okay. Oh, what a start to this episode. Okay, anyways, let's continue. Let's do our spin. So they'll be attacking not just Georgia Southern, it looks like. Southwest from the logo. Yeah, that's Georgia Southern. So, UNC Wilmington against Georgia Southern. Let's get this underway. UNC Wilmington against Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern. Here we go. Will UNC Wilmington continue their expansion? They do a domination victory over over Georgia Southern. Seahawks continue their domination in the Southeast region. They will actually expand it a little bit into Florida as well. So congratulations to the Seahawks. Unfortunately for Georgia Southern, your run is done just like that. You had some nice expansions, but unfortunately, you are done. So a good start for UNC Wilmington. They're now starting to take a decent amount of land. I keep destroying this logo one by one. I just want them to play. So I can hopefully see them get eliminated. It's no offense, but that would be really tough to get a clean logo out of that area. Of course, that's me being an idiot, not properly filling stuff in. But yeah, here we go. I believe this is Embry-Riddle right here. I believe that's the Embry-Riddle. The only reason I believe I know that is because that is in the location where they would be at. Not only that, I got accepted in there, but I chose Miami over Embry-Riddle. There we go. Alrighty, so there is UNC Wilmington's land for Georgia Southern. Unfortunately, you are done. And congratulations to UNC Wilmington. Also, I did not mention this, but the winner of this entire Imperialism, I will buy a t-shirt of a nice t-shirt of like the logo or something that I see on Amazon to reward the team for winning Imperialism. And this is only the beginning of my Imperialism series. We're going to be doing a lot more of Imperialism series. Like, that simulator can do college football, can do basketball, or NBA. It can do NBA, NFL. Oh my gosh, NFL, I believe, and MLB. So far, I cannot do NHL because that was going to be one that I would have enjoyed, but that is okay. I might be able to find another simulator for NHL that works just as good as this one. So yeah, this is only the beginning. And I don't know if I haven't really mentioned this, but the final episode, which will be on YouTube. Basically, I'm going to stream it on my Twitch, which is the exact same channel as my YouTube channel, logo-wise. I'm going to figure out a way to link it to my YouTube channel page, and when we get close to the... Well, that was weird. When we get close to the end of Imperialism, I will start to include it into descriptions, if I can. Because I might not be able to, depending on hours or whatever it's called. I don't know, but when I originally first tried to link stuff, it wouldn't work. But I think that's because I needed to wait a certain amount of time. But got a little change for UNC Wilmington, making them slightly bigger. So yeah, UNC Wilmington moves on. Georgia Southern, if you're on the wheel, then you are done. They are. So we are down to 77 teams. I believe there's still a couple teams on here that should not be on here, but we're getting close to being full and accurate. Bucknell Bison. This is going to be a team that I'm going to have to look up, and I don't know if they're on here, but we will just double check. Okay. I don't know what it is with the logo. Maybe I have to capitalize it. I might be. Bucknell, here we go. Looks like it's in Pennsylvania region next to Penn State. They might not be on here anymore. zoom in, make sure. Does not look like it. I don't know if they were never on here in the first place or if they were already eliminated, but Bucknell doesn't look like they're on here, so we are going to be getting rid of Bucknell from the wheel. So, next spin. Washington State Cougars. I believe they got a good chunk of land last time. Yes, they did. They beat, it was Seattle University last time. I believe that's who they beat. They have decent amount of land, and they could potentially expand. Poor Idaho's sandwiched by just elite teams. Southeast, from the logo. Hold on, let me make sure it's. So it's like directly southeast from the center of the logo. That's going to technically hit the tip of Idaho, so we will consider Idaho this next matchup against Washington State. So Washington State against Idaho. See if Idaho can. The Vandals can win. They don't. It was pretty close, actually. Idaho had a lead, but then again, it's those long scoring droughts that these weaker teams have. Washington State just soars right through. A 16-point victory for the Cougars, and they will slowly expand east. And congratulations to them. They will expand east. And for Idaho, apologies, but you are done after one. But don't fear, Idaho, because you are. I don't know where I'm going with this. Honestly, I don't even know what I was going with that. But anyways, Washington State will continue their expansion, only a little bit east, but get some one step closer with the big dogs, Gonzaga. That is quite literally the big dogs. You either want to attack them or don't. I don't know what Washington State would rather do. Attack this powerhouse or try and defend your land against this powerhouse. So there we go. And the Vandals are done just like that, and the Cougars are moving on. So, find Idaho. It's not like they are on here, so we will just continue our spins. Oh boy. The Longhorns. I believe they got their first chance last episode to attack. And yes, they did. They expanded south. I believe they beat Texas State. But they have Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Feel bad that I don't know this team. And Houston. That's all they can play against. So, basing off of the logo, so it's going to be really tough for them to match up against Corpus Christi. But they can't go west, so we will spin again. That's not really. Well, actually, hold on. Based off the center of their logo. Oops, that's not what I want to do. That might be Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Center of their logo. It's definitely not this red team, but I want to figure out what that red team is. I feel bad for not knowing. Incarnate Word, I see. But I believe. So, you know what? Based off of this map, I'm going to have them play against Incarnate Word. Because this wouldn't really make sense that Southwest, they would be attacking. But technically it would. I'm going to go with Corpus Christi. Texas A&M against Corpus. Well, yeah, Texas A&M Corpus Christi. We're going to do that. against Texas. I have the final say, so why not? See if Texas A&M Corpus Christi has a beautiful campus, by the way. If you look at the pictures, sometimes the ocean isn't that beautiful, but man, it gets beautiful. Texas A&M Corpus Christi. This would be amazing if Texas A&M Corpus Christi can win. Oh, 4-point win. That was close. I actually had the lead at one point. It was a 2-point lead, but then that long scoring drought, and they got the lead again, or it was tied. I'm sorry, no, this is Texas. Texas A&M Corpus Christi had the lead for the entire way. Besides that 1 point. Then they had the long scoring droughts, and then they gave it away at the end. So, dang. Apologies to the Islanders and to the Longhorn fans. You get to expand even further into southern Texas. And with that win, you're blocking in Incarnate Word like almost completely. You're surrounding Incarnate Word. So no matter what, when we land on Incarnate Word, they will have to go against Longhorns. So, fortunately for Texas A&M Corpus Christi, you're done after that. Got a nice expansion south, but that was the only expansion you had this video or this series. So apologies about that. Texas also gets this part of land right here, which we'll just kind of like fill that in like that. There we go. That is technically Houston's land, so we will kind of do this and draw the singular line down this little area. So there you go. Now we will expand this a little bit. Or hold on, I need to fill in this part too. So, Incarnate Word, I feel bad, but you guys are probably not going to last long. But that would be funny though if Incarnate Word pulls off the upset, too. But yeah, congratulations to Texas A&M Corpus Christi for making it this far into Imperialism. You only expanded once, but still, make it this far. Pretty amazing. Even though you really didn't do anything, it's still pretty amazing to go this far in Imperialism. For the Longhorns, your run just began. I believe it was just last episode, and you've already taken control of the majority of Texas now, and it's between you and Houston pretty much for the battle of the big state. I also believe TCU can make this state a battle as well. And there we go. So there's the Longhorns. Yeah, Incarnate Word. So if we land on Incarnate Word, we're not going to even spin the wheel because there's no point for spinning the wheel. But here we go. Next team. It's going to be, oh my gosh, UNC Wilmington Seahawks again. Once again, this team. I believe they were also like a last episode or last two episodes ago, first attackers. We did adjust their logo, so it's going to be tougher for them to play College of Charleston than this college. But where will they play? They will be attacking Northwest, which from the logo, we finally did it. This team has been getting their logo destroyed. We got to figure out who they are. But their team is finally going away. Is this them? Might be them. Jacksonville State. West of Georgia State. Well, they're not on here. I believe that is them. Jacksonville State against UNC Wilmington. I believe that's them. We have to find out or find UNC Wilmington. UNC Wilmington. I believe that's Jacksonville State. We will confirm by the logo on here. Hopefully it shows Gamecocks. I believe that's them. We'll Jacksonville State Gamecocks. There's football. They're actually decent in FCS. Or images. Yep, it is them. So, and actually, Jacksonville State they beat UNC Wilmington, which is going to make me upset because this land is going to change completely. I completely butchered their logo, of all things. But holy cow, this is upset of the video. It has to be. I was not expecting them to win. So if you were a UNC Wilmington fan, apologies, but another upside was in favor of the first attackers, or first defenders. Hey, when you play with too much food on your plate, when you do too much, it's bound to happen. UNC Wilmington did a little too much. They even gave him a logo change. Made him look like a powerhouse. They immediately fooled under the bright lights. Sounds a lot like Northwestern. My team. Besides playing against Purdue. Excuse me. Jeez, this is a big landmass for them too. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Football-wise, I would understand. In terms of basketball, again, I'm not familiar. And this is the good thing about Imperialism, because not only is it going to help me with understanding teams and locations, it's going to help everyone else who watches these videos and NattyKash's videos, because he added a lot more teams than I did at the start. So a lot of the teams that are on the wheel are going to be on in his series. So if you want to check out all the teams that I just got rid of that shouldn't have been on there already, like, because in the first 3 episodes I didn't save the wheel, so decent amount of teams that were on the wheel shouldn't have been on there. We will select this logo. This is going to look weird at first, but there you go. Oh, hold on. We need to replace. Hold on. Cancel that. These, we need to, first off, fill this in with red. Forgot about that. It's been a couple days. Since I've recorded this. I'm probably going to do 2 at once. Try and get as close as I can, because I've gotten some free time in the beginning of this second half of the semester of school. So I'm doing my best to crank out videos when I can. When I can't, I can't. But I know this weekend I will probably have a decent amount of time to get a couple more videos. You could probably expect a finale for this to be in the next couple of weeks, depending on how far we get through this week, depending on how much of workload I have for school. But yeah, if you don't see one of these videos for a few days, it's not that I abandoned the series. It's because I have some priorities outside of school. Or outside, well, not outside of school. For school, outside of YouTube, I have priorities. But I am doing my best when I have free time to sit down and record. Because sometimes it can get boring when the weather isn't nice. And sometimes I'd rather just relax instead of going to like the beach or going to downtown. Which kind of sounds dumb because you're relaxing at the beach, but I'm talking about like relaxing here where I don't have to go anywhere. So yeah. So here we go. Also, uh, in case you haven't already realized, all these videos are going to be unedited, so you can see how tedious it can be at times to draw in paints, basically. And if I get quiet at times, it's not because I'm bored or I forget to talk or I accidentally mute my microphone. It's because sometimes I'm just focusing. Sometimes I forget to say anything, and sometimes you don't have to say anything. You could leave a blank space and let peaceful sound of background noise, which is a fan in my case, play. There we go. We filled in. I forgot this team already. Jacksonville State. That's what it is. We filled in their land. We're going to expand their logo, which is going to look weird. We will expand their logo. We'll give them a decent size logo. And we will draw a border kind of goes like this, that, and like that. We will fill that in with color, or with the red, and around that we will replace the Mississippi State's colors. I don't know if there's a bit easier way to change this, but it's just how I do it. I also change the logos based off of potentially major upsets, or if they've gained enough land for me to change the logos, or if I just want them to get a bigger logo. There we go. Now we got to do this part. We got to fill in. We got to basically color in this part. I'm probably going to destroy more logo in the process of doing this. Doing surgery on this. I'm trying to get close enough, or not like completely butchering it. Okay, I might have completely butchered it. That looks okay, kind of. The backside isn't going to be that bad. It's the part by the head of the eagle that's going to be a little iffy. Yeah. Backside doesn't look terrible. It's gonna look like a decapitated eagle, but it's not that bad. The things I do. Things that I embarrassingly do. I cut off a team logo, and then of course the team wins in this. Yeah, they're gonna have like a decapitated eagle head. Hey, bro. Apologies. Oh gosh. Okay. You know what? When you zoom out far enough, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. How about the Seahawks are done? So we will continue on. our expansion. We got a Big Ten team, which I believe there's only one Big Ten team left in the Big Dance. It is Michigan State. Here we go, Penn State. They have a decent amount of land around them that they could attack. We're finally going up to the northeast. They're going pretty much straight south, which the Mount. The Mount. Interesting team name. Mountain St. Mary's. Hopefully they are in here. Otherwise, if a team is not in here, which I think I just saw them, yeah, Mount St. Mary's. But if a team is, Penn State is first. But if a team is not in here, and if I properly dictate that they are not in here, because there has been quite a few times, including my most embarrassing moment, which was not realizing North Carolina was UNC. That was an embarrassing moment for me because they got matched up against Duke and I went off record. Oh, St. Mary's, right? Yeah, Penn State will take the victory. It was never really, well, it was close based on the final score, but it really wasn't. Penn State just never scored for a while. It's one of those where you bring in like the reserves. So Penn State will expand a little bit south. They haven't really expanded, or this is probably their first time expanding south, if I believe. Other times they've expanded northeast and southwest. They are kind of trapping UMBC completely. I mean, the Mount was as well. Mount St. Mary's. Another team that's interesting is the Towson Tigers. They control a decent chunk of Maryland and the New England region. Mainly Maryland, though. I don't know how they've done it, but this is all Towson's land, this yellow. Yeah, congratulations to Penn State for continuing on. Mount St. Mary's, if you're even on here. They are on here, wow. Next team is going to be the San Jose State Spartans, which they got a decent expansion last time. I believe they beat the Gauchos last time. But they only have 2 teams that they can attack. Well, technically 3. They could technically play against Hawaii, which isn't Hawaii's land. I believe that is San Diego State's land. So they can play against San Diego State or Gonzaga. That's all San Jose State can play against. And if they play against Gonzaga, please lose. They're going up against Gonzaga easily. Yeah, Gonzaga against San Jose State. I mean, Gonzaga should win. They won't have the home court advantage, but they should lose. San Jose State going up against Gonzaga. We'll see if Gonzaga can continue their powerhouse, expand all the way down to Southern California. They do, only by 5. San Jose State actually had a decent lead. What was that? 13 points? But then they just struggled, it looks like, in the second half, multiple scoring droughts. It was a close game at the end, but San Jose State loses, and just like that, the Bulldogs continue their powerhouse of a team. Fill this in. There we go. We'll slightly get a better outline. Yeah, congrats to the Bulldogs. And for the Spartans, unfortunately, you were done. Your run comes to an end. It was a good run because they started off in a little area, and then they took down San Francisco. They expanded south. They had a good run. They had a really good run, but unfortunately, runs end, and unfortunately, they could not come back against Gonzaga. So Gonzaga continues their expansion, which was inevitable in English words, Harold, which was bound to happen. There we go. I'll say that because that's the phrase that I can actually properly say. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling to outline this border. Usually I breathe through the border. It's me expanding the. Oh, well, this is actually just a black border. That one can just go away. uh. Anyways, congratulations to Gonzaga, and for San Jose State again, apologies, but you are done after that, after a decent run. Top 75 of Imperialism, and you actually expanded quite a bit. It's gonna be difficult for any team to dethrone Gonzaga, besides maybe San Diego State or Oklahoma, because Oklahoma is getting up into that region. But congratulations to San Jose State for getting a nice run, but unfortunately unable to continue it after this loss to Gonzaga. No reason to hang your heads in this loss. It was a close loss, kind of. On paper it was, but it wasn't necessarily a close loss. Gonzaga is just doing their thing. They are continuously dipping down into far Southern California. They take over San Diego State. They believe they take over the entirety of California. Besides, the northern part of Oregon has a piece of after beating Oregon State. So I believe Oregon State had like a part of northern California. And yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, there's that. That's a little bit of Northern California. Gonzaga. Jeez. Well, now that win, they completely cut off these three teams from other teams. So they will have to fight through Gonzaga or through other teams to win. The Spartans are down to 72 teams. It looks like we're going to get under 70 teams after this episode. And South Carolina State Bulldogs. South Carolina State. Ooh, that might be them. I think it's Wofford though. South Carolina State might not be on here. I believe that's Wofford, yeah. South Carolina State Bulldogs. That's the Citadel. That's what that is. So we do have that team on here. South Carolina State Bulldogs. Here we go. No, not them. This. No, not them. Actually, I think we do have them up here. I believe they're that small team. Yeah, right here. Here they are. Wait, no, that can't be right. No, that's Carolina Upstate. Where are they? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we don't have them on here. I think they're already eliminated. Well, no, obviously they can't be because the wheel landed on them. Unless they're eliminated in like the first few episodes, but they are not on here. Yeah, because that's Furman, that is Presbyterian, that's Wofford, and that's Upstate Carolina. The UMass Minutemen. They actually control a good chunk of the Northeast. They own all of Maine. We'll see if they've played a little too much with their food, because they have some good teams around them, including UConn, Hartford, Providence, Siena, Vermont. Where will the Minutemen try to expand? Southeast, which from the logo, that is going to be Providence. This is not going to be an easy game for the Minutemen. I believe they're just Massachusetts. Massachusetts going up against Providence. Providence. Where are they at? Here they are. Let me just make sure that's Providence. Yeah, that's Providence. Here we go. Home court advantage for the Minutemen. And they don't win this game. Providence will take over the main region. Looks like they never trailed at this during this game. It was tied at one point, but they never trailed in a 10-point victory for the Friars over UMass. This is a really nice expansion for Providence, although it gets a little bit weird over here. This is technically UMass's land as well. But we will adjust their logo. We will make it so they can still play against UConn, but we will adjust their logo because I believe they deserve as we cut off the snout of that dog on Sienna's logo. Of Providence, this was expected for them. Tournament team. Seems like a yearly tournament team. Very good team. They're just never good enough to compete in a tournament all the way through. But they will continue to run an imperialism. And for the Minutemen, this is bound to happen when you attack too much. When the arrow doesn't point your way, you could be sent home packing in the late stages. And at this point, we are getting to the late stages of imperialism. You never know what could happen. You don't want to play with too much. So congratulations to the Friars. To the Minutemen, it was a good run. Taking over a good chunk of land, but unfortunately for you guys, your run is done just like that. And for Providence, your run continues on in this tournament. There we go. Again, this gets a little bit weird up here because of this little way that UMass expanded last time. So, get that, get a nice little expansion going on. Here we go. And there goes UMass's logo. It's going to be a sad day when Northwestern gets eliminated because I don't think they're going to be able to hang with the big dogs. Ah, dang it. Well, no, fixing that now. We could actually probably just do like something like this. Alright, we expand a little bit into the Atlantic Ocean. Dang, this hour is moving by fast. Already up to 43 minutes. For me, it's fast. For you guys, you probably don't like my boring voice. I mean, I don't blame you. Sometimes I don't even watch these videos because I don't like listening to my voice half the time. It's one of those voices where it's like, ugh. I know some of you might have noticed I went back to my headset microphone for the last episode. I was like, I prefer the natural microphone. You could hear some ambient noise. My other microphone is just like a dead noise sometimes in the background. Jeez. Okay. We're going to cut off a little bit of that tail of the logo, but you'll make sure they can still play against a decent chunk of teams. Holy cow, that's a huge logo. Yeah. I think that's good. Providence. There you go. There you go for Providence. And for UMass, your run is done, unfortunately. We're down to 70 teams. Guys, 70 teams. And the Gators will get an opportunity to expand on their massive land mass. Based off of the logo, they're going northwest, which that is, crap, just had this team play. Jacksonville State, that's right. Jacksonville State against the Gators. If Florida loses, oh my gosh, the disrespect to Jacksonville State. Where's Florida at? Here we go. Florida going up against Jacksonville State. Oh my gosh. No way this happened. Are you kidding me? How good is their basketball team? I have to look. Jacksonville State Gamecocks basketball. How good is this team? They were 13 and 18, and they just upset. Oh my gosh. No way. No way. No way. No way that happened. This tells you that any team could lose in imperialism. Maybe the home court advantage does play a big part, but and I know Florida wasn't like the best team in basketball this year, but still, when you think of Florida, you don't think losing to Jacksonville State in overtime by 10, and we're gonna have to border this up. I wasn't even expecting that having to border this up. No way, bro. No way. Well, I'm excited for people to see this video now. See these upset. I saw someone hoping that Tulane doesn't go out quickly. It doesn't lose. There's a NattyKash's video. They I think they went out like really quickly. One of the first teams out. They have not even had a chance, or no, they have had a chance to expand. They haven't had a chance to expand in a while, though. I don't remember the last time that maybe they were attacked, but they haven't played in a while. Oh my gosh. How, bruh? All that work the Gators did. They lose to Jacksonville State, the team that I was cutting off their logo repeatedly. It was making jokes about how I probably won't matter that I'm cutting off their logo. Is now going to take control of the majority of Florida and the South. No way, bruh. Well, thank goodness this wasn't Miami losing, because I would feel ultra embarrassed if this was Miami that lost. But since it's the Gators, I'm kind of laughing. Of course, my idiotic person, I decided not to put in Miami in this map in the first place. And they're a Sweet 16 team. But oh my gosh. I want to title this something different, but when I title videos different, they don't do anything for me. I don't want to spoil anything. So if you get to this point of the video and you're like, you'll be happy that nothing was spoiled. But can I just fill in this area? I can. What about this area? This area? No, okay. Fill in this area, and we will. I'd rather do that than have to spend 30 minutes coloring this entire thing in. And make sure everything got expanded. Like, look at this, bruh. Oh, we didn't do this. Inspired. Well, look at this, man. Look at this. No way the southeastern region should be going to Jacksonville State of all teams. You know what? They're going to get a little bit of expansion. They're going to get another one because I feel like they deserve it. Because I doubted them, and they have made two upsets of the video already. But the Gators, oh my gosh, what a disaster! And if you're a Gator fan, I apologize. I already got rid of them, so let's continue on. We're down to the nice number. And Towson, they're going to get a chance to expand. If you remember Towson, they have expanded in an interesting way. Here's Towson. Uh, I'm not. If they beat UMBC, then I will probably get their logo and expansion probably in this region. But you will see where they have to attack. They beat Penn State, which they're going east. Based off of their logo, that technically is Villanova's land. So Villanova against Towson, which this could be the end of the run for Towson, or based off of the theme of the video, this could be another upset for Towson. Towson against Villanova. Honestly, if home court advantage doesn't matter that much, it would be pretty cool to see a small school win this entire thing. Wouldn't be realistic probably, but it would be pretty cool to see a small school win this one. And Villanova will end Towson's run. So home court advantage doesn't matter. Towson, they had the lead. It was kind of back and forth. And Villanova had the lead. They got in the scoring drought, but they were able to answer any runs by Towson. And Towson was just held scoreless after tying it up, it looked like. So congratulations to Villanova. You continue to surround teams, and you fully surround Temple, and you're pretty much fully surrounding UMBC. So congratulations to you. And for Towson, your run is done, but it was a night. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Okay, I did my best not to cut off UMBC's logo. I'm gonna have to try and not cut off George Washington's logo. I think I did a decent job. But Towson, they got some nice expansion. They got some nice exposure on this series. We just weren't able to take home any more land. And when you go up against a nice powerhouse like Villanova, it's going to be tough. And for Towson, it was too tough for them to handle. But still, they got to be proud because this was. If you're a Towson fan, you got to be proud because this was a nice run for you guys in Imperialism. But it's light blue, sky blue. It's now going to belong to Nova Nation. That looks censorable. So congrats to Nova. For Towson, unfortunately, I'm going to do my best not to cut off that land because that technically is not land. Do my best not to cut that off. Congrats to Nova, and unfortunately for Towson, your run is done. It was a nice run, just a little too tough. I think that was not supposed to be land. But look at how far they expand up. I mean, that's how interesting it got for them. There we go. And we will kind of do our best to surround Temple without destroying a lot of their land because you never know what could happen. There we go. And like I said, we will do our best not to destroy UMBC, so I will kind of draw a nice little border around them as I destroy part of the logo. Oh, jeez. I will individually film this area to make sure that I don't butcher their logo. Or George Washington's logo. So when I make this pen a little bit bigger, I don't want to destroy any logos badly. There we go. There's your expansion for Nova, the Wildcats. For UMBC, you're here now, surrounded. There we go. Kind of go up north and kind of make our way down with this drawing. I think Villanova logo is good to stay right there. If they beat Temple, and I will expand their logo, but I don't want to really change it because of the matchup potential. And it really won't matter if I change the logo now, but it won't be as easy to change it now compared to if they were to beat Temple, because that will be a little bit bigger piece of land to expand their logo. So I don't know how to cleanly expand it properly. I can probably expand the pen now. There we go. There we go. Then I'll make this small again so I can properly color this part in as I kind of get rid of that land. Yeah, screw it. It won't matter at the end of it. I did the hard part. Okay, so Virginia wins, and Towson is off the board. Boston University Terriers. I don't know if they are on here. We have to check. Aw, dang. USA lost to Japan in the WBC. We need to find Boston. So, Boston University. They might be on here. Well, let's take a look. I don't think that would be them, but it could be. And I'm still trying to figure out what the heck. Well, that's not even Boston. What am I talking about? Boston is up here. Let's take a look. See where. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Boston. I'm assuming they're going to be in Boston. Boston. Oh. Don't think so. I don't know why I clicked there. There's Harvard. Oh, here you go. Boston. Yeah, they're not up here. Yeah. I have to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze on the microphone. So we're approaching the 1 hour time anyway, so we will just do one more attack, and it is Notre Dame. I believe this is the first time the Fighting Irish are getting a chance to attack. And it is, because I drew a border around them that is Butler's land, and thank goodness they cannot attack Northwestern, because I'm not going to count them crossing Lake Michigan as attacking Northwestern. The only exception here for Northwestern is because they beat Milwaukee, and Milwaukee controlled this part of land for some reason. So, where will the Fighting Irish be attacking in this video? Southwest, which from the logo, I guess that would be UIC's. If it was southwest, and that would be Butler. But that's just the tip of UIC. So Notre Dame against UIC to end off this video. Will we have like one more final upset? Because I know UIC wasn't good this year. I didn't see Notre Dame in the tournament, so I'm assuming that they weren't good. Not good. Assuming they're going to be considered UIC. It's not, so Be Chicago something. Not Chicago State, so it's being I. It's not Illinois Tech. Illinois Chicago, that's what it should be. It's not on here either? University of Illinois, Chicago. University of Illinois at Chicago. That's not what I want. 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 UIC, how are they not? They're not on here? Oh, here they are. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It was a little too quick. And Notre Dame. Well, there was one point where Notre Dame just sucked at the beginning, but then UIC just sucked the rest of the game. As Notre Dame will easily take USC's land. It looks like USC already expanded. I think they beat Valpo, but Notre Dame gets dangerously close to Northwestern. I don't like this. I do not like this. Please, like, attack UIC or something like that. What is this land down here? What was this land? Oh, Butler also owns that land? Okay, so we're going to have to draw a black border kind of around here. Kind of make it so we don't, what the heck, screw up. Oops, it's a little too small. Oh, that's not what I want. This is what I want. There we go. For UIC, I don't think you were going to do much anyways, and I really don't care about the Flames. I care about Northwestern. I just drew over some of Northwestern's land, as I said that. But that's a border I just drew over, so screw me. No, it was just a state border. I'm going to do my best not to completely butcher this border that I made. It's also really hard to see based off of the blues what's what. Dang it. Okay, so I just ended the video, guys. Let's just make sure we take off UIC in case they're on here. They're not, but we'll see if they're Chicago. State. No, they aren't on here, but that's going to do it for this episode, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys stay safe. Take care. Make sure you check out NattyKash's channel in the description. Have a lovely day, and peace.